Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to week 5. Big match between the Dover Delmise and the Plundering Perrserkers. A matchup between me and my oldest friend. It's been a bit of a weird week, I think, for both of us. So, unfortunately, I wasn't able to do as much for this video as I might have wanted to. We had a big... He was traveling, so he didn't get back until a couple days ago. And I had to leave my apartment because we had like 2 big winter storms in the last week, and I lost power for like a day and a half. So like I had no food or anything, no electricity, no heat. So I went to my parents' house for a couple days. So I just got back like Thursday evening, and it's Saturday morning right now. So like we're gonna play tomorrow. I only have like I did my prep this morning, and we're gonna play at like noon tomorrow, I think. So I don't have the patience to try to figure out some fancy edited video because I got other stuff I need to do. So it's gonna be a bit it's gonna be like a normal video. It kind of sucks to not do anything special for the vengeance matchup, the brothers battling, whatever, it is what it is. We'll just have to meet again in the playoffs or something to make up for it. So yeah, Dover Delmise, Plundering Perrserkers. Let's take a look. So the current standings in our division as of the recording. So it's Saturday, the 28th of January. So some of the matches for the week have already been recorded. Some of them have not been played or recorded yet. So you see here that Canor and Heaven already played. I believe Heaven won that. So Canor drops to 3-2, and Heaven rises up, to 1-4. And we'll see that at the top we have Goose and Tay are still sort of tied for first. I think Goose wins out in tiebreakers based on plus minus, but same record. And then you have me sitting there at 500, just trying to stay afloat. We picked up a win last week over Bohm, so Bohm is down at 1-3 now. So it's a pretty big matchup for us, right? Like our division's pretty tough, especially at the top. And a win here would be really nice because that would not only put us up to 3-2, it would bring Goose down to 3-2. So depending on how Tay's match goes, it could really shake up the division a bit. Just a quick review of my team. So, like I said, we're 2-2 now. We saw the debut of my one of my 2 new team members last week. We saw Glaceon's debut last week. Didn't really go out that well. Surprised I'm not going to bring it this week. You'll maybe be able to tell why once we look at Goose's team. But I like my team. I think my team is good. I think I have struggled a bit with prep and just being ready for the opponent in general. I think I've struggled a bit with effectively using Terra. I don't think I've played to the strengths of my Miascarada very well. I think I've started to play to Tauros' strengths a bit better over the last couple of weeks. And yeah, I feel pretty good about the team. We just gotta execute. We're up against Goose and the Plundering Perrserkers. So like I said, Goose is 3-1. He has a very, very scary team. I have the wrong screenshot here. So yeah, very scary team. He's got Jolteon, which is like the fastest in the matchup by far. It outspeeds everything on my team. He has Noivern, which is a very scary Pokemon because it can run Frisk and figure all my items. It's a very fast Tailwind user, faster than any that I have. It's probably like the 3rd or 4th fastest in the whole format, if you include like Prankster and Gale Wings. Very scary. 97 special attack, not the greatest, but Draco Meteor off 97 still hurts. And it can run like a very spooky like Throat Spray or Choice Specs Boom Burst set next to Gardevoir, who has telepathy. So, or next to Sarah Ledge, which I've done that. I did that on a team. That same exact strat, I did that on a team in VGC. It was very successful, so very scary. Sarah Ledge, one of my favorite new Pokemon. Another scary Pokemon to have to deal with. It's got a very high attack stat, pretty bulky, especially. Not like a pushover, like physically either, but This is where you start to see like the speed drop off a lot. There's a lot of slower Pokemon on this team. It seems very Trick Room dependent or Tailwind dependent. So Gardevoir has put in a lot of work for Goose. I think he's run it Scarf once maybe, and then he ran like Sash or whatever. Yeah, pretty scary Pokemon. 125 special attack with the Dazzling Gleam, Moonblast. It's got Fairy's very scary typing, especially in my team. If I don't Terra, I get owned by Fairy type moves. So we definitely need to be on the lookout for like a Scarf Gardevoir set. But it's also like a Trick Room setter. It's also Telepathy works with things like Earthquake and Boom Burst and all that. So pretty scary. Passimian, I don't know if he's actually used the monkey. I don't know if I would expect to see the monkey here. It does have Defiant, so if he thinks I'm bringing Intimidate Tauros, I could see Passimian coming with Defiant, try to catch me off guard, but I'm not running Intimidate. We have Frostmoth, who I recently featured with Goose, actually, because we sort of melded our teams together to build a VGC team. Frostmoth, I think, is a very interesting Pokemon in Gen 9 with the introduction of Terastallization. I think if you Terra this thing effectively and have the right support, it can be a very scary Pokemon. But as things stand, it kind of like heavily relies on Terra to be good, I think. So it's pretty predictable. So I think once you know it's Terra type, it should be pretty easy to shut down, but I hope my words don't come back to bite me. Next we have what I think is the scariest Pokemon on his team, period, and that's King Gambit. I think King Gambit is like it's one of the best new Pokemon. It's one of the best Pokemon in Series 1, I think. In my opinion. Like, I think this Pokemon is phenomenal. Very good physical bulk. Not bad special bulk when you almost always are going to be running Assault Vest on it. It's slow enough to be good in Trick Room. It's not its speed stats a little awkward, but like it's good for Trick Room in most cases. 135 attack is one of the highest in the entire format, the entire game even. And this thing hits like a truck. It has two incredibly good abilities in Defiant and Supreme Overlord, and you can build it so like he could bring Defiant this week thinking I have Intimidate, or he could just bring Supreme Overlord, get like a 20% damage boost on his attacks after I take a couple KOs. Pokemon is terrifying. If it's not outspeeding you or in Trick Room, they can just press Sucker Punch. It can tear Dark Sucker Punch. It's going to do a ton of damage. I guess great coverage. It's got like Fighting, Bug, obviously Dark and Steel. Very scary Pokemon. I'm terrified of this thing. I think it's probably his best Pokemon. Ditto, kind of a weird Pokemon, but it's also something you sort of have to have in the back of your mind. If you see Ditto, I think most commonly it's going to be Imposter with Scarf, and that's just going to try to copy one of your strong offensive options and just beat you with Scarf Ditto. The main downside of the Ditto is that it doesn't copy HP, so it's not really sticking around even after it transforms, unless it transforms into something with incredible bulk on the defenses. So I don't know if we'll see it. It might show up in team preview just to spook me. I don't know if it's going to be a centerpiece in his build. Then we have his main Trick Room sweeper, Mudsdale. Base 35 speed, very good for Trick Room. I believe it. Yeah, I mean, my lowest speed stat is 50, and it's Chansey, and I'm not using Chansey. So basically everything from King Gambit down on his team underspeeds me in Trick Room, which I've sort of hopefully addressed a little bit with my team, but Mudsdale has been fairly good, I think, for Goose. It's not one of his kill leaders, but situationally it's very strong. Its stamina is a very scary ability if you don't have any special attackers to break through it. Ground's pretty good type. Offensively, so having like Stab, Earthquake, or High Horsepower, whatever, is pretty good. You can run Earthquake next to Gardevoir or Noivern, which is pretty strong. Yeah, and this thing can like Iron Defense Body Press you into Oblivion as well, I believe. So pretty scary if Trick Room goes up. Knuckle Sack, not really worried about. I guess could be scary if it comes with Violite, but eh. And then Slowking, I think Slowking is an interesting Pokemon. Very bulky, not terrible special attack. It's the only Pokemon that gets Chilly Reception, so if he wanted to play Snow with Frostmoth, that would be his option. Which is kind of scary, but hopefully we'll be able to address that. And obviously it's the slowest Pokemon in the match, so pretty good on the Trick Room, good Trick Room setter. Wouldn't be surprised to see it here. All right, so what is my team looking like for this week? It's pretty. I mean, I feel like with my squad, you're gonna be seeing a lot of the same Pokemon each week. It's really just down to how I build them. Like I can't really ever bring Gothorita and Toadschool in the same week, and this week is definitely not an Abomasnow Glaceon week because I really don't want to be giving a free defense boost to Frostmoth because then it can be terrifying. So we have Tauros, Hydreigon, Gothorita, Meowscarada, Scizor, and Klotzer. I've nicknamed all of my Pokemon a Terra type, and only a couple of them are actually correct, and that's just a joke to maybe throw him off a little. Because I had spoken with him before the season started, and I was jokingly saying, like, yeah, I bet it'd be a great mind game if you, I named my Tauros Terra Ground, but he's actually Terra Fire. I named my Hydreigon Terra Fairy, but he is actually Terra Fairy, so maybe a fun mind game there. But yeah, so we're running the Assault Vest Tauros set. We're actually running Anger Point over Intimidate this week because he has 2 Defiant users, and Clear Amulet on Saraledge is also very common, so Intimidate didn't seem very useful, but Tauros itself seemed pretty good. If we go and look at... let me grab this guy. Let's put it on the right thing. If we go and look at the... let me zoom in a bit too. If you look at the type chart here, water and ground. Between water, ground, and fighting, you hit a lot of things on the team. So, you take out Saraledge and Mudsdale with a water type move. Mudsdale kind of scary, but because it's very physically bulky, but we have Anchor Point and we have a way to set it up, so can maybe get through that. Fighting is good for King Gambit because ground's also good, but it's not always going to be safe because of Noivern. And then you can also hit with Knuckle Sack. I don't really expect Knuckle Sack to come, but I just think Tauros has a pretty good matchup here, especially with Terra Fire. With Terra Fire, the only thing that really scares it is like a ground move from Mudsdale or like something from Slowking, but I think we have enough to handle that. So yeah, we're running Aqua Jet, Raging Bull, Close Combat, Earthquake, and we are running actually 0 attack investment, but we are adamant. That's because we're running Anger Point, so we're just fully invested into speed and bulk. We have enough speed to hit some speed tier. I don't remember exactly which one it is, but it's to outspeed. I think it's Gardevoir, non-Scarf Gardevoir, by 1 point. With Assault Vest, so this thing should be sticking around a bit. Which hopefully will put in work. Then we have a crit Hydreigon build. So this is something that's been somewhat common, I think, in VGC, is a crit Hydreigon to sort of break through setup. I kind of wanted to give it a try here. He doesn't have like super scary setup on his side, but if you want to like put up a light screen or something, or like lower my special attack, being able to just crit through that would be pretty nice. And it lets me put more into bulk as well. So the idea here is you have Focus Energy and Razor Claw. And once you Focus Energy, your attacks are a guaranteed crit. And you have guaranteed crit on the Dark Pulse and Earth Power. And I just have Protect. I like Protect on this Pokemon for scouting. And then Terra Fairy is just there to not get destroyed by King Gambit or a Fairy type move. So yeah, I thought Fairy was a good bring this week. Even if I'm not running Terra Blast, I'd considered it. I'll probably think about it a little bit more. I might change it, but I think I like Protect. But if I changed anything here, it'd probably be to just go like Choice Specs, and then drop Protect, Focus Energy, and run like Terra Blast, Draco Meteor. I'm still kind of considering that, but we'll see. Gothorita is back again, and it's got like the same set it always has. It's not really I don't really feel like breaking this set. Like the set has worked pretty decently. We have Reflect to help protect on the physical side. It'll help Tauros a bit because we have all this special defense investment, and Assault Vest, we don't have Intimidate, so we can't lower their attacks, so having Reflect helps. Yeah, so just Reflect in general, pretty good. He has 3 very strong physical attackers that I'm worried about. We're running Terror Dark just to not die to... I think it was... I don't remember exactly what it was. Yeah, we're running Terror Dark just to... as a defensive. Probably not going to use it unless I really, really have to. And I debated whether I needed Imprison this week. But I think I have a Trick Room strat that might work. So I might be able to play it with Trick Room. But I have it on Goth3 to reverse it. I probably won't be setting it myself unless he goes like super fast for some reason. And then Foul Play is just good. It like destroys Saraledge if it tries to set up. And doesn't Terra. Catches them off guard. We have Meowscarada, Terra Flying Meowscarada. That's actually Terra Grass. With Focus Sash, Overgrow. Pretty straightforward. This week, we have the combo with Tauros again, which we did in week 1, I think it was. So I can Terra Fire and then Flower Trick my Tauros and get the +6 attack. And then Knock Off, Sucker Punch, both good moves. Knock Off gets rid of items. It's a good stab move. And then Sucker Punch is good if I'm in a speed disadvantage. So, I mean, Meowscarada outspeeds almost everything on his team other than Jolteon. So, like, it doesn't need the Sucker Punch, but if he gets Tailwind up with Noivern or Trick Room, then Sucker Punch is going to be really Meowscarada's only option. Next, we have Scizor making a return with the Life Orb and Terra Flying once again. I like Scizor's matchup here. I felt like I haven't been using Scizor too effectively, and I want to change that because I think it's a very good Pokemon. Bullet Punch, if he brings Frostmoth in, doesn't tear it, Bullet Punch kills. Aerial Ace is just... I think Aerial Ace is a good move with Terra Flying. It does a lot of damage with the Stab and the Technician. And that's there for Terra Grass Saraledge, if that's the path he tries to go. Terra Grass Saraledge does not really want to eat a Terra Flying Aerial Ace. And then Close Combat is for King Gambit, mostly. But it hits pretty hard into a lot of things, because Close Combat's a busted move. So yeah, fairly straightforward set. This is my 3rd Protect user. So I have 4 Protect users this week, so I can play defensively. It's also good if I need to stall out any Tailwinds or Trick Rooms. Having a lot of Protects is good for that. And then finally, we were cooking, and we came up with this. So... again, if we go back and we look at the speeds, right? My quote-unquote Trick Room sweeper on this team is Clawitzer. Probably. Like, it maybe could be Glaceon or Scizor against, like, a really fast team. But, like, even Clawitzer's base 59 speed, he has, like, 3 strong Pokemon that are slower than that. And then Frostmoth, which could... like, if I wasn't running min speed, could end up underspeeding me. So, like, against Trick Room, I struggle this week for sure. So, what are we doing to try to prevent that? Well, we're running Room Service Clawitzer. The idea here, so Clawitzer at outside of Trick Room, right, at neutral with 0 speed IVs, outspeeds... I think min speed King Gambit. I should fact check this. I have the 64 outspeeds min speed King Gambit, right? Outside of Trick Room. So you can just hit it with an Aura Sphere, right? And then if Trick Room goes up, Room Service will activate and I'll get -1 speed. -1 speed lets me underspeed everything on his team in Trick Room. So then Clawitzer suddenly becomes the fastest Trick Room Pokemon. So yeah, I thought that he could put in some good work this week. We're running Terra Ice for Ice Beam. I don't know if I'll keep this. I might need to think about this a little bit more, but this is one of the 2 Pokemon on the team that are nicknamed correctly. So I didn't want to do just one of them. I wanted to do at least 2. So yeah, this is Terra Ice, the Terra Ice Clawitzer. Yeah, I mean, I think this Pokemon can do some stuff. We'll see. It's pretty situational, right? It pretty much has to be a counter to King Gambit or a Trick Room Sweeper. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I think this Pokemon is good. I have faith in it. I think it can do some stuff. So we're gonna see. So yeah, that is the team preview. It's gonna be a tough matchup. It's a very pivotal matchup for the season for me. I would very much love not to win this, not just for the record, but for the revenge, you know, for the bragging rights. So we're gonna do our best. We're gonna hope that this works out. And yeah, I'll see you for the match. All right, let's do it. I'm nervous, but we're gonna hit him up with the challenge now. I'm recording, right? Yep. Okay. Alrighty. I wonder what he brought. All right. Game 1, Game 2, Game 3. Good. All right. So he's got King Gambit, Saraledge, Slowking, Gardevoir, Jolteon, Frostmoth. Frostmoth can carry Tailwind, which is something to be aware of, but Trick Room seems to be the go here. So I'm kind of thinking that a Clawitzer endgame might be okay here, but I don't think I want to lead with it. Weak to ground, weak to ground, weak to ground. I could just go for it game 1. No fake out. Terrafire Tauros is pretty good. Yeah, let's go for it. Do I leave Scizor? Who do I leave, though, if I do this? Is that too aggro? That might... we might as well just go for it. Swing for the fences, right? See what kind of gimmick he might have planned if it's not just straight Trick Room. Yeah, so Tauros, Meowscarada lets me do my thing right away. I'm kind of scared, though, if I don't lead fake out that I... No, I need to just not be scared. I think Scizor is good, and we'll bring... Let's go Clawitzer, I guess. Do I really want to leave Hydreigon, though? Hydreigon's pretty good here, actually. It's just not good against Trick Room. Let's bring Gothrita. Alright, so he should see this coming, right? Saraledge and Slowking, so this should be... he kind of Psychic. I feel like I take Psychic, though. I'm very bulky. I wonder if he'll notice the nicknames, actually. Okay, so turn 1... I don't know, I feel like... Is he gonna Terra Grass? He could Terra Grass, Terra Blast me, and I kind of get owned by that, right? I could Terra Fire a Raging Bull. Or just Terra Fire Earthquake. And Flower Trick myself. Is that too aggro? I give up my Terra turn 1. I mean, I don't want to eat a Terra Blast. Let's go for it. Let's see what he goes for here. I'm nervous about this. What is it's like max HP, max defense against my Tauros. Earthquake doesn't kill. But that's if he's max. Max HP, max defense. He might have special defense. I guess the downside here is I'll probably kill my own Meowscarada, but I don't know. Let's see what he's got. See what he hits me with. He's thinking. He doesn't really have a ground switch in other than Frostmoth, but Frostmoth, I'm sure Frostmoth probably just dies because his defense is so bad. If I kill Meowscarada, I can bring in Gothrita and get Fake Out. So even under Trick Room, I'll be in a decent spot. I do reveal my... I mean, I kind of have to Terra Fire to not own myself with Flower Trick, right? So... Okay, it's Terra Fairy and he protects. He does live, okay. He might have calced for that, to be honest. I feel like Aqua Jet's pretty safe here. Or just Raging Bull. Yeah, let's Raging Bull. What if his Slowking is... I know I said I wasn't gonna run Calx, but... I mean, Shadow Sneak doesn't hurt that bad. I need to get rid of Slowking, though, right? I can protect Earthquake, actually. I'm kind of okay to just take out my Meowscarada, though, I think. Is that necessary, though? He might protect Saraledge. So Saraledge is... I mean, it's definitely going to be Flash Fire, but it could be Weak Armor. It's Terra Fairy, and it has Terra Blast. And Slowking is Protect. Not a shocker there. Okay, Frostmoth comes in. Shadow Sneak comes out. Flower Trick goes into Frostmoth. And I Earthquake. Frostmoth flips with 1. Okay, that's fine. It's Leftovers. Life Orb, Leftovers. It's Life Orb, King Gambit. He's already Terra'd. Bullet Punch kills Frostmoth. Scizor endgame should win here. He's gonna have Protect for sure, though, right? So I think it's always Fake Out Frostmoth. Is it double? Yeah, double Protect. I outspeed both, but he has Sucker Punch as an option here. Sucker Punch does max 28. I should live Sucker Punch then. I don't. What the heck? What did I calc wrong there? Oh, it's wait, what? 250 attack life orb can give it a Sucker Punch. Am I not max HP? Why did that do so much damage? It didn't show that he was Supreme Overlord. Well, I just close combat here. The problem is he can protect. Right? And then what does Slowking have for Scizor? I mean, close combat should be obvious here, right? But I'll go for it. So why did that knock me out? Level 50, level 50. Oh, I was Terrified. That's why. I'm stupid. Yeah. It's not resisted. I forgot that fighting resisted dark. I should have Aqua Jetted then. Because then Sucker Punch would have failed. Let's write down moves so I don't forget. So King Gambit's Protect. Sucker Punch. I mean, it's almost guaranteed like Kowtow Cleave Iron Head. We shall Shadow Sneak on Xeraledge. We didn't really see many items. I mean, if we kill King Gambit, I think he's gonna protect though. I really think he's gonna protect the King Gambit. Or he's... eh. Chilly Reception, okay. So he gets the snow up. Brings in King Gambit. Okay, I saw that protect coming. Reflect goes up. So it's close combat and then he's Regenerator. Does he go for a double? Does he kill me is the question, actually. Not with Reflect, unless he crits. Okay. He could double me, though. I'm gonna die to Life Orb. Well, this is going to be an interesting endgame. It's going to take me 4 hits to kill him. So if he freezes me, he wins. I mean, what an end game this is. All right, I need one more. Okay. Jeez, Louise, dude, that's crazy. Whew. Okay, so it's Blizzard, Chilly Reception. Not a shock there. And Trick Room. Sarah Ledge, we didn't see more. We saw Kowtow Cleave, no shocker there. We only saw Protect from Frostmoth. Okay, what do we change up here? So I revealed the Toro strat right away. I have not revealed the room service. We know he's Terra Fairy now on Sarah Ledge, which is good to know. I think I'm gonna change it up here and go these 4. He might bring Jolteon this time. I think this lead is still good. I just don't know if I like Clawitzer here. Clawitzer hits non-fairy Sarah Ledge. It hits King Gambit. It hits... I mean, I don't know how hard it hits Frostmoth, but I definitely need a physical attacker. Let's just go Tauros. Though Tauros without... I mean, I'll do okay damage with Tauros, but it's not going to be great because I have no attack investment. I want to frisk him on lead here. Gardevoir's probably Sash. Thankfully, I mean, I haven't revealed Terra Fairy yet on Hydreigon, so... Let's see how he adjusts. My Hydreigon has a decent amount of HP investment, so with Terra Fairy, I should be able to take a hit, maybe, hopefully. I don't know, we'll find out. I have Fake Out Pressure. If I can, like, Fake Out the Trick Room user and get a Focus Energy up turn 1, that would be really good. It could be Covert Cloak, though, on Slowking. I think he's max defense on the Slowking, though. Like, very defensive. Because my foul play was rolling 25, right? What was my max roll in foul play? I got a 26, a 26, a 25. And I min rolled a 22. So yeah, I think it's probably maximum defense. Like, no special defense even, maybe. Which I guess kind of makes sense because it has base 110 special defense. But how does it take a Dark Pulse? It takes it pretty well, actually. Unless, like, I need a crit. And even crit's not guaranteed to Oko. That's kind of crazy. I just need a little bit of chip on it then. I'm gonna guess Covert Cloak, but we're gonna be able to find out if he goes for it in lead. Because I have Gothrita. I also really like... I revealed... Okay, what did I reveal? I revealed Earthquake, Close Combat, Flower Trick, Protect. I mean, I revealed the full set on Gothrita, but that's not too crazy. Alright, it's Sash, Saraledge. And it's Scarf, Gardevoir. Terra Fairy feels pretty good here. I could also just... Yeah, Terra Fairy Protect... Or Terra Fairy Focus Energy. It's Sash, right? So... I mean, he's gonna probably Dazzling Gleam. I could fake out Gardevoir and then... It's Scarf, right? So it... Oops, not Mega. I'm not gonna calc it, actually. I've calced too much already. I mean, Dark Pulse is kind of obvious here, right? The Terra Fairy might not be. The Dark Pulse switch in would be King Gambit, right? Okay, let's cover our bases here. So what's Saraledge gonna have? It's gonna have... It could have Close Combat as the thing. As a cover. So I kind of want to... The thing is, if he switches Gardevoir out to King Gambit on Dark Pulse, I do like no damage, right? Because he probably assumes Fake Out into Gardevoir. Because I can't Fake Out Saraledge. So he probably assumes Fake Out in the Gardevoir. And Dark Pulse in the Gardevoir. Like double the Gardevoir, right? So he might want to switch to King Gambit. I think I'm going to try to cover my bases with this. I mean, the other option is to just Focus Energy, right? If I think he's going to switch, because then I'm set up. It's Terra Ghost. Oh, boy. He tricked me a Choice Scarf. Oh boy. He tricked me a Choice Scarf. Trick? So now I'm Scarfed. I'm Scarf, Okay, I'm faster than Saraledge. The problem is I will die to Bitterblade. A Violet Gardevoir. I think I double the Saraledge, right? He could Terra Fairy here, so I'm going to Earth Power in Foul Play. Is that going to do enough? If he Terra Fairies, it's probably not enough, right? A crit Earth Power does like... Wow, it does like nothing. That's... Max, that's not the set. It does half. I mean... Terra Ghost is kind of annoying to deal with, too. I should live a Bitterblade, right? I could Reflect. I could also preserve my Fake Out. Okay, he switched out the Gardevoir. That's interesting. He brings it back in. He traced my... Oh, he had already traced it. Okay, so Protect is pretty much necessary here. It's probably going to be Dazzling Gleam. I kind of need to get... I don't want to take damage on my other Pokemon, though. But I kind of need... I'm just going to sack Clawitzer, I think, to get Fake Out back. Did I reveal Protect? I didn't bring Hydreigon on game 1, so he doesn't know I have Protect. Trick Scarf, huh? I mean, Foul Play does like nothing for me here, right? I need to get Gothorita out of here. The problem is if I go to Scizor on a double up, I'm going for it. Okay, it was Dazzling Gleam Thunderbolt. Should I go for a double? I could give up my crit boost, because we know that yeah, I could give up my crit boost here and just go for an attack on the Jolteon. Close combat, probably the best. Wide lens, okay. Oh, he's Mystical Fire. Okay, I should have seen that coming. Alright, this is interesting. I have Clawitzer in the back. If I get rid of Jolteon, I might be able to do stuff with Clawitzer, but definitely not with Jolteon on the field. So if it'd be really smart of him to protect Jolteon here, wouldn't it? If he has it. I mean, I bet you he has it. He's had Protect on like every Pokemon. I bet you he has Protect. I could also protect myself. I bet he has Protect. He's going to protect Jolteon on Fake Out. But he might read that I might read that he's going to protect. So he might not protect. But what if he thinks I might think that he thinks I'm going to think that he's going to protect, so he actually just does protect? Okay. I unfortunately am locked into Trick Room, which is kind of funny, actually. And I probably can't kill Jolteon. I revealed my tech too, which is also unfortunate. So we just go Water Pulse here. Okay, so this one should be a loss, I think. Does he switch King? He might not think... Does he really not have Protect on Jolteon? He does, okay. That's smart. Because now I have to... I'm scarfed. I'm scarfed, dude. Because, yeah, I can't win now, because he can just alternate his Protects, right? And he can just attack this turn. Okay. I'm glad it's going to 3 at least. So let's take some notes real quick. So Trick, Dazzling Gleam, Mystical Fire. He has Detect. So he has Protect on like every Pokemon. All right, game 3. It's time. It's do or die. All right, what do we do? I really liked the game plan game 1, honestly, with Tauros and Meowscarada, right? I kind of want to go for it again. I think it's a good lead. Because I can also just not do the setup and still do some decent damage. Yeah, let's just go back to what worked for us game 1, I think. Though, I mean, Hydreigon was still decent. It's just that it didn't really get a chance to attack. And I've revealed Rumsar's Clawitzer, which is kind of awkward. He might think I'm min speed though, but I am not min speed. I could bring it in the back instead of Gothorita, because I don't want to get tricked again a Choice Scarf, because then I'm like in an awful spot. He has Protect for everything, so Fake Out's not even that useful either. If I can get rid of Jolteon, then Clawitzer can do stuff. We don't know the 4th move on King Gambit, right? It didn't reveal that. Bitterblade, Shadow Sneak, Terra Blast. It's probably Protect. We only saw Blizzard in Trick Room. No, we saw a Snowy Chilly Reception on Slowking too. It's like bugged, right? Didn't he? Yeah, he also protected, so this is just bugged. So he showed all 4 Slowking moves. Jolteon, we saw Thunderbolt and Detect only. And we've seen nothing from Frostmoth besides Protect. So he has Protect on, I'm guessing 5 Pokemon. I'm guessing that Cerulege also has Protect. We'll see if he underestimates Meowscarada. Because I think I can lead this and not go for the setup and still be okay depending on his lead. But we'll see. I also thought I could win this in 2 games, but I got annihilated game 2. The Jolteon's a problem. It's wide lens Jolteon, which means it's probably got Thunder. He probably has like a Thunder Calc. Like something on my team dies the Thunder. Maybe it's Tauros dies the Thunder. Jolteon and Gardevoir come out. Yeah, so Terrifier's pretty safe here. He has very fast here, right? Terrifier, Earthquake, and Protect Meowscarada. Did I reveal Protect on Meowscarada? I did not. Terra Flying's not good here. Terra Ice is also really not good here. He might trick my Tauros, though. Right? Trick me a Scarf. I mean, I would be okay with that, because then I would go before Jolteon. I wonder if he noticed my nicknames. I mean, he doesn't really have an Earthquake resist. So... the thing is, do I protect? I can Sucker Punch Jolteon, and then probably, if I get Mystical Fired, I can protect. I haven't revealed any info on Meowscarada besides Flower Trick, which is like the most obvious Meowscarada tech you could ever have, so he Terra's Ghost. Shadow Balls me. Thunderbolts me. I live. I get off Earthquake. Jolteon lives, but I can Aqua Jet it now. And Sucker Punch, I guess. I haven't revealed Aqua Jet. We'll see how this goes. He might assume Aqua Jet, but... Okay, Sucker Punch kills. Aqua Jet should kill. Okay, how much did my Flower Trick do to me? I can calc my own. It does max 24.7. He's gonna go for priority here, right? I mean, my priority beats his Sucker Punch. So I just go for Aqua Jet again, right? He has Terra still. He could Terra Fairy. But then I win with Scizor, I think. So we're gonna Aqua Jet Ceruledge and just go for... I think we just knock off the King Gambit. Or we double... No, I think we just double Ceruledge. Oh. Right, because I'm Sash, so he'd have to double Meowscarada to kill it. Aqua Jet beats... I'm faster than King Gambit, so Aqua Jet beats Sucker Punch. And I should... I feel like I don't know if I live Shadow Sneak, but I should be faster. I gotta be faster, so... Double Ceruledge. I might go down the Sash here, and then I can bring in Scizor and then just close combat King Gambit. We'll see if he protects. He didn't reveal protect on Ceruledge, but it's gotta have it. Unless it's... I mean, it could be bulk up, but I doubt... I mean, protect on King Gambit is a little obvious, right? But, I mean, Sucker Punch is also quite obvious. We don't know the Terra on the King Gambit, which is a little scary. Okay, there goes Ceruledge. Nice, get Kowtow cleaved. Okay, that should be game. We don't know. I'm going to double protect to see what his Terra is. I don't want to throw. If he's Terra, like, Fairy and I go for close combat, could be a bit of a yikes. I don't think he doesn't... I don't think King Gambit gets a setup move. Let me double check that. It doesn't get, like, bulk up or Swords Dance, right? It does get Swords Dance. I think I think it's fine. Okay, he didn't Terra. He went for Sucker Punch. Okay. I'm afraid of what he's going to Terra into, but I'm going to knock him off. Okay, GG. Oh, man, we did it. We got our revenge, baby. We won. What a set. Okay. Whew. What a set. Yeah, the Terrifier Tauros was actually kind of sick because it made it so I could kill Jolteon, and then Meowscarada's damage output is really good too. So, just being able to then like basically just win with priority is nice. So I'm happy. I got my revenge. Very well played set to Goose. Obviously, I was very scared after game 2 because I got kind of clapped. Yeah, I got kind of clapped game 2, so I was kind of scared. And I mean, game 1 really could have gone either way. Like, if he had crit or froze me, if he had gotten a freeze or a crit, I probably would have lost game 2 or game 1. So I would have got 2-0'd. Or, I mean, I might have adjusted differently in game 2, but... All right, well, that's going to do it. I don't really have a lot to say about that. I think the gameplay kind of spoke for itself. That was really fun. I'm really happy. I'm kind of sad that the Closter didn't really get to do anything, but actually, no, Closter got a kill. Let's go Closter. Get a kill in a lost game. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It's a very good win. I needed that. So that's going to put Goose at 3-2, and it's going to put me at 3-2. So depending on, I don't know if Tay's played yet. Depending on how that goes, like, it could turn the division around if Tay loses. Let me look at this schedule, actually. He plays Bohm. So, we'll see, I guess. All right, but that's going to do it for this week. Next week, we don't know who our opponent for next week is, because it's cross division play. So we're gonna, I think we play whoever's in the same position as us, but we don't know that right now what position we're in because we don't know what Tay's result is. So I'll be at +2 and Goose will be at +1. So I'll be above Goose, I think, if I am calculating that correctly. And then yeah, depending on. So if Tay loses, I might be in first place, but we'll see. It really depends on what Tay's match ends up. So yeah, that's going to do it. I don't know what our opponent is for next week, but we're going to hopefully win again. We're turning the season around, hopefully, seeing how we can go. So I'm going to head off now. Thanks for watching, and we will see you